Hello you beautiful donuts. Today we will be reacting to TikToks only British schoolers will know. Number 2. And as this video goes on, the more relatable the TikToks get. So stick around.
The unwritten rules of school that no one tells you, you just have to work out for yourself. Today's example is secondary school parties. Now, I only went to a few in my time, but everyone failed to tell me that if a party says it starts at 7, you don't get there at 7.
Oh, rookie error if you get there at 7. If you get invited to a party, any party, right? It doesn't even have to be in school, and they say come for 7, you get there for 10. If you are getting there for 7, it's just awkward, right? It's just you and the party creator. Do you know how awkward that is? And then when every person comes in, you've got to say hello to everyone. You walk in 10 PM like this, you don't have to say hello to everyone, you just get your drink and get pissed. Even when I've hosted parties and you've got to say hello to everyone, it's okay because you know everyone. But if you're at someone else's party where you don't know everyone, it can just be awkward when the host leaves.
Now, maybe I'm just a bit time conscious, but if something starts at 7, then surely you're supposed to get there at 7.
No. Do you know what? I used to have a podcast, right? And we had a podcast party and it finished at 11. Some people turned up 10 to 11. I was like, wow, that's too late, right? Now you're taking the bloody piss. Some people turned up when the doors were closing, but I rated it. I was like, you know what? You just want to avoid the awkwardness. I can respect the hustle. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh Jesus, that sound effect, Christ. What was that? That was so me in exams. I was that person that, you know, when your stomach makes that rumble noise, you go, and you like look around to see if anyone's looking at you. What I would try and do is like blame the person in front. I'd be like, fucking Madagascar over here growling. What's going on with him? That was always me, especially I swear, like chewing gum like she is in this video. It adds to it. I don't know if that's like a conspiracy. I'm going Alex Jones here, but I felt like that affects it. It was so funny in school. I used to wonder, why does my stomach always make them noises when all I used to eat for like dinner was a flapjack? My stomach was just going into cardiac arrest mode.
5 things that always happen in British secondary schools. The kids that block the stairs when everyone's trying to go up. So they have both of their hands out wide so no one can go up, and then there's a massive line on the stairs.
Oh god, I wonder what them people are doing now. You know, the ones that were like, no one's getting past. Why are you spending your between lesson time blocking people? What are you doing, sir? They're definitely doormen now, right? That's what they're doing these days. Checking people's ID. Being very strict, right? They were living and breathing the role from a young age.
The fights that happen in school fields now, this has happened in every single secondary school, let's be honest. Like, you just see a whole crowd of people running someone, you're like, what the hell's going on? You already know it's a fight going on, so you all follow them, and then you see 2 kids fighting in a massive circle.
I remember in my school there was 2 kids having a fight, and then like do you know like the security guards at your school, like the ones that are like bouncers kind of? Your school had that, right? Our school had that. Well, I remember one of them coming in, just chilling, one of the like lads, and then I never saw him again. Never saw that bouncer again. I wonder why.
Here are some things that you would definitely see in a British school dinner hall. First, you'd have these weird tables where the chairs are just sort of floating. I mean, they probably didn't need...
Oh yeah, can you remember them? And then they would like fold up when everyone left. I don't know if this is weird. They give us My Parents Are Aliens vibes. You know that show that was on CITV? They just look like aliens would sit on them.
Next, you got the pretty trusty fingerprint scanner. Oh, you want to buy that ham and cheese toasty? Okay, get your little greasy what's-it fingers out and put them on here. Whoever had to clean that at the end of the day is absolutely hating their life, because that is rancid.
Do they still do that after COVID? That is actually grim when you think about it. Like, I'm like, you know, kids with their fingers, the year 7s, where they're like, how do I do it? Oh my, we used to have to use them to put money on our account. Oh, I forgot about those. Jesus Christ, that is like such a throwback. Do they still use them in schools? Hopefully not. I'd rather just put a code in or something. Why do you have to, oh. I always thought these people were laughing at me. Is that like a main character complex? Do you know when you see like kids at the back of your school class and like you're sitting near the front and they're laughing? I always used to think, oh, they're definitely laughing at just how ugly I am. I would always, for some reason, feel like I'm such like a main character. I think that's actually just called anxiety. I just want to stop this video quickly to say that 71.3% of you have not subscribed to the channel. Subscribe now to join the donuts, and also you will be in the before 50,000 subscribers club. Wow, how exclusive. It just means you never miss a video, and also if you feel like you've pressed subscribe, I know YouTube has been unsubscribing people because people have been messaging us that, so just double check you are still subscribed, and let's get back to the video. You ate me at 9:30 about to tell mum I need caster sugar and flour for food tech in the morning.
What have I got myself into? I am fucking shitting myself.
You'd always do that though. Like if you had cooking and you'd tell your mum the night before, she'd be like, what? When you fucking tell us, get out of there. It would always be like that also. It'd be even worse if you had PE and cooking the next day and that in your PE kit wasn't washed. You'd be like a backpacker traveling Europe that day. That day when you'd be like with all your bags. Why did they organise it like that? You were like a golf caddy. It was like the worst thing ever. It's like you had your 25 kilograms for a Ryanair flight or something. Oh my god. I used to hate bringing ingredients in. I was like, why do we need to buy the ingredients? Shouldn't you have it?
Hell no, most I got pose.
That is hilarious. I used to do this all the time. By the way, right? I'm an Aldi man. Aldi over Lidl. But Lidl Bakery, let's just have a sec. Shit, Little Bakery. The mini baguettes. Oh my god, fucking hell. They are so good. The thing with Little Bakery is you get, I'm sure when I was younger, it was like 5 little bits of bread for £1. How am I meant to bypass such a bargain like that? Oh, you would just have bread with no filling, no butter, no nothing. But it was so soft and nice. The Little Bakery just used to hit different. It's like going in Greg's and getting a pizza slice after school. Oh, get inside my belly.
Hello, fancy seeing you here, Rebecca. And Mum, is it? Hello, I'm Jane, or Mrs. Smith, Rebecca's English teacher. My husband Paul's just round the corner.
This girl's great. She'll probably get into the teacher character. Do you know that little face that, like, you know when teachers do the little scrunch face? You alright? Alright, you had a good day, yeah? You had a good day. She's even got the English teacher fringe. So every English teacher has that, like, poofy fringe. So funny. I'm actually obsessed with this type of content. It just, like, it triggers something in my head where I'm like, oh shit, yeah, remember that.
Hello.
Oh, what you saying? You can hear? What are you telling me? Spud, man, don't leave man hanging.
Oh my god, if you are a supply teacher, I have the utmost respect for you because nobody else does. Nobody else does. Somebody's got to have respect for supply teachers. I don't know why you would get into that unless you have to be a supply teacher before you're an actual teacher. That's like going through the trenches before you become like a general. Once you knew that you had a substitute teacher, everything went out the window. Seating plan? Not anymore. Boy, girl? Not for me. You just sit next to your mates and then someone draws like a cock and balls on the whiteboard and everyone's pissing themselves for an hour.
When the priest puts the ashes on your forehead, it is very important you do not rub them off.
By the way, I went to a Catholic primary and secondary school. And I remember we used to have to walk around school with the ash like all day. And if your ash wasn't on, you would get told off. Like if you'd rubbed it off, you had to keep it on. I remember one time the priest put it on and it felt a bit itchy. So I tried to get it off and he literally dragged us back and reapplied it. That is not a lie. I swear down in front of everyone in the school, he grabbed us and put it back on. Not the last time a priest touched us, but that's another story.
Marley was dead. Let's pause there, year 11. Let's analyse the language. Think about your AO2, year 11. So, what are the connotations of the word was? Why has the writer used this lexis in this sentence?
Oh, that guy's great. Wow. They were always like that. They were so animated. They're like, whoa, okay, so Curly's wife, she didn't have a name. So what does that connote? That nobody cared about her? That she was treated like a piece of meat?
Wait, hold up. I'm finna turn this bitch 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 up.
It was always the men teachers as well. They were always the one obsessed with girls having like skirt down. It's like, why are you looking there in the first place, mate? Even if some girls had the skirt like here, they'd be like, no, over your knees. I don't want to see any knee. It was like, wow, like why? Like why are you so intense on that? Like if someone has it folded by that much, does it really make a difference to your life? They cared about that more than they cared about some people's exams.
You guys think social media is toxic today? Let me introduce to you the absolute nightmare that was Ask FM.
This app in school. Oh, getting PTSD. Jeez, I can't even look at it. This caused so many mental health issues. Ask FM should never have been created. Do you know what this is? Or am I just old? Basically, if you've never heard of Ask FM, people could ask you questions, but it would be anonymous. They could leave their names if they wanted to, but most of the time it would be anonymous. However, it wasn't like, what have you had for your tea? Or have you had a good day today? It would be like, why is your face so fucking ugly? Why was so-and-so slagging you off at dinner because your mum's having an affair? I actually think I cried off Ask FM. I used to get so much rubbish on there. This was so toxic.
Whose idea it was to introduce this to a bunch of middle schoolers and high schoolers. but that was cruel and unusual.
What I would do, right? If there was like like someone that I like fancied, I would like ask opinions of people in the class. I'd put someone else's name, then someone else's name, then slip my name in. So then it's asked like 5 people's opinions on 5 people, but mine was like the 3rd one, so they'd never suspect it was me. And then if they said I was hot, I'd be like, get it. And if they went seems nice, I'd be like, oh, I'm out. She thinks I'm ugly. I'm gonna kill myself. Is this man okay? Did he fail trigonometry? I remember, like, the worst thing about exams. It probably wasn't the first question, because the first question for me was like, what's 2 plus 2? It was always like a really easy question, the foundation one. It was just, how many sides has a triangle got? I'd be like, I revised for this one. Have to wake up earlier to fool me, AQA. I always used to worry when I would, like, finish the exam, and then I'd look around and I'd see someone using, like, a protractor. Was there a protractor question? There wasn't a protractor question, was there? Idiot. What they doing? Then you look around and realise everyone's using one but you.
So at 9 o'clock last night you had 2 packets of noodles, is that right? Did you have 2 packets of noodles last night? 1 packet of noodles last night at 9 o'clock. And then for your tea you had savoury rice?
I used to hate that the teachers that would be in control if you were ill or not. You just weren't allowed to be ill in school. If you had an illness, like a genuine illness, they were like, no, you're lying. You broke your leg, don't worry, just have your tea, son, you'll be fine. Oh, you've broke your finger, don't worry, just put a wet paper towel on it. It's like, I just want to go home. Is that too much to ask for, love? If you went to like the school nurse and said you were ill, it's like they took offence to it. They're like, what? Why are you saying this to me? It's like, this is literally your job. Send me home, love. You have that power.
Welcome to Things You Never Hear in a British Secondary School Part 2, or do hear sarcastically.
The changing rooms smell really amazing.
Yeah, I don't know, what did lasses' change room smell like in school? Some reason I never went in them. Lads' ones just smelled like Lynx Africa. That's all it smelled like.
I have to use my laptop. I'd rather use the school.
I'm gonna go for a shit now.
I love waking up at 6 a.m. every day.
Yeah, me too.
Did people wake up 6 a.m. for school? 6 a.m? What were you doing, like a marathon before school? Why'd you have to wake up at 6 a.m? What are you doing? School starts at 9. What are you doing for 3 hours? Just trying to like catch up on Coronation Street, the Coronation Street omnibus or something? Gotta find out what David Platt's been up to.
Do you want some of my gum? No thanks, I don't like gum.
If you brought a pack of gum into school and there was word that you had gum, that would be your entire life over for that day. It was like you're like a mini celebrity. People were offering you like bloody hand jobs in exchange for a piece of Wrigley's Extra. Maybe it's not that far.
Things every year 7 does on their first day of secondary school. Wearing a uniform that's about 5 sizes too big on your first day because your mum says you'll grow into it. This was stress, bruv.
That is so true. I had the same blazer, no kidding, from year 7 to year 11. And then when I left, my little brother had the same blazer throughout his entire time. That blazer's seen 10 years of school. You would just grow into it as the years went through until you got to year 11 where it was like too small on you. Oh, that was the worst. That was the worst. I used to hate reading in school. When I used to read, it was as if, like, the words would move on the page and they would get, like, jumbled up and I would be the worst reader. Like, I was the reader in class where you just hear tuts from everyone. Like, when I'm trying to get through a sentence, other people would just go... I nearly had like a panic attack reading Kenzuki's Kingdom. Does anyone relate to this? When they were going round the class, when it was getting like 3 or 4 people next to me, I genuinely I'd start sweating, and I don't know why, but I would.
I am completely outraged by your behaviour, and there will be severe consequences as a result of this. Yes.
Oh my god, that gives us PTSD. I don't know what it is about it, but just hearing like shouting from another room, it takes us straight back to school.
Right guys, can I just have your attention for a second, because there was a very serious incident that happened at lunchtime.
There's no way this woman is not a teacher. I'm sorry, she just has everything nailed down. It's even this, it's just the stance, she's got everything nailed.
And I've already been speaking to George about this. I need to know who in here was involved. Why is there silence, guys? Right, okay, George, would you like to come in? Can you tell me who in here was involved? Who? Sorry? Sam, right, up you get, thank you.
Just watching this gives us the ache. It's so good. I'm rating the talent to be able to pull this off, but it's also making us want to scream. If your mate snitched on you that you were involved in whatever the incident was, you would never speak them again. You'd be like, wow, snitches get stitches. I'll see you on the streets.
Sorry guys to interrupt. Sorry guys.
I have never been so disappointed in my life.
I don't know if does shouting work. Like, I feel like getting shouted at school, you just ended up resenting the teacher. It didn't actually make you stop. You were just like, why are they shouting at us? Just take us to isolation or take us to, like, why are you shouting at me? This achieves nothing. You're just getting whatever pent up anger you have, you're releasing it on me.
Listen, girls, I don't want to hear complaints that it's cold, okay? Because I know it's cold. Trust me, I'm out there all day. You don't hear me complaining about it, do you? Girls, I don't see what the issue is. You knew you had PE today.
The thing is, right, PE teachers would have jackets with, you know, the big massive coat jackets on, all warm and toasty. In PE, you had to wear just your shirt. Honestly, in winter, we would have to go out in shorts and a polo shirt. That's why no one wanted to do PE. No wonder everyone brought in a note. You would see girls with their Hollister bag trying to put on an extra layer, just putting some holes in, just trying to keep themselves warm. I remember, I actually don't know if I should tell this story. It's a bit odd. I remember once, right? This is so weird. I don't know why I did this. I don't know why I'm admitting this. It was in like year 8, and my mum like had fake tan in the bathroom, and I just wanted to like look tanned, so I just rubbed it all over my legs, right? Like all over my thighs, and I didn't really know what it was, so I just kind of forgot about it, whatever. And the next morning I woke up and my legs were like bronzed to like hell, and I remember I walked into school, because bearing in mind my entire torso was white. I walked into school and I had PE, and I remember for the entire like 3 months after, everyone was just taking the piss that I wore fake tan, and I don't feel like I ever lived that down even when I left. What a boring story. Why did I even share that? Oh, that story was good. Tell that one again. Anyway, if you want to watch me react to more British school memes, click right here or watch me react to another video right now.